Hello, everyone. Thanks for listening to Wake Up, Look Up, a podcast where we connect events happening in real time to the gospel of Jesus Christ. I'm Zach Wyrock. And in today's episode, we're asking the question, can Jesus save the internet? We're returning to a topic we've covered before in a little bit of a different way, and that is the growing fight against internet pornography, particularly limiting its access to children, or limiting the access children have to pornography. The Supreme Court is currently considering an argument in favor of age verification software being used by states to require pornography companies to ensure the people accessing their material are the appropriate age. 19 states across our country have enacted these technologies, requiring them by law. And the pornography companies are suing, saying that that is a free speech violation. And it is anticipated, hopefully, that the Supreme Court is going to rule against the pornography companies, legitimizing that states can use technology to ensure that children aren't accessing pornography. It is bizarre to me that this is something we're even arguing about, but let's leave that for another day. The truth is that rapid advancements in technology are making it so that we really can do this. You really can make sure that someone accessing pornography is an adult and not a child, which means that more and more as technology advances, we can continue to make the internet a safer place, which is good news because I think that's exactly what Jesus wants and would expect of his church, at least for those of us that are working in the technology industry. Jesus does want the internet to be a place for human flourishing. Now, the reason why I say that is because at the end of the New Testament, the book of Revelation, Jesus says, "Behold, I am making all things new." And all things, as you might imagine in the original language, means all things. That includes the internet. Jesus' vision of the internet is that it is made new. It is a place fitting with the idea that he has of human flourishing. But we are a long way off from that eventual destination. But the work of redeeming the internet is the work of Christians. This is what Paul means in Romans 12 when he talks about overcoming evil with good. That is the work of the church, finding evil in our world and working to eradicate it, to destroy it, to minimize it. That is the work we're called to. In Matthew 5, Jesus tells us we're the salt of the earth. We are the light of the world. What is he saying? That we are called to season and clarify our world with truth. He's not just talking about preaching the gospel, although certainly he's talking about in every avenue of life. Everywhere we go, we bring the truth with us. In this case, saying the truth is pornography is evil, it is vile, and children shouldn't be accessing it. Listen, when we talk about spiritual warfare, we're not talking about something esoteric. When I read that the pornography companies are arguing that if we limit access to pornography on the internet, it's a blow against free speech anywhere, that's laughable to me. Of course we're restricting children. That's just the kind of arguments you make when you're working for evil. And make no mistake about it, pornography is evil. It's working for evil. It's an industry in which Satan is moving, which is why we have to meet him on the battlefield of the internet, on the battlefield of legislation, or in courtrooms, or wherever he goes. Fighting darkness is our job. Listen, as a kid growing up in the church, I often had this view of Christianity, that Jesus had come to live and die for my sin. He had risen from the dead. I needed to give my life to him to be forgiven. And then I was just waiting around for heaven to come. It didn't feel like Christianity offered much in the way of day-to-day meaning and purpose, but it does. And if you're feeling like I was feeling back then, I want you to see that opportunities like this to push back against darkness is our day-to-day work, and we can win. 19 states have done this. Why not 39? Why not 49? Why not 50. Listen, we need more and more Christians to connect their faith to their work in a way that says, I am pushing back against darkness. I'm pushing back against evil. Can Jesus save the internet? Absolutely. And anything else that his people take him seriously about. Hey, thanks so much for watching this episode of Wake Up, Look Up. While you're here, take a minute to like and subscribe. It really helps us get the word out. Don't hesitate to leave a review wherever you might find this podcast on an audio level and help spread the word. And hey, while you're here, check out all the other content we have at Christ Community Chapel on YouTube. Some of those videos are popping up on the screen now. Click on one.